Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So a while back, I told you guys I bought a whole bunch of new drugstore makeup to try out for you guys, but that I was traveling throughout the United States. Y'all, I ordered this at the end of December and it's finally here. So you guys want to see my thoughts are on all these new drugstore makeup products and to talk about some brands foolery, well then definitely keep watching. Alrighty guys, so my order that I placed back in December for these items finally arrived. So I'm sorry that some of the review of the items you're going to see are going to be a little old because I did purchase it at the end of December and it toured around Mississippi, it toured around Louisiana and Georgia before it finally went to stop here in Florida. The weirdest situation, but we're going to try out these items nonetheless. I'm actually going to start off with the brand new Natasha Denona. This is my Mini Dream palette. I have the full size of this. I bought this because, well, everybody else did, and I felt a little FOMO, and I was like, well, damn, everybody else is creating beautiful looks using this. She said there's like some new shades in here. Maybe I should just get it too, and so I bought it, and I really hope I didn't waste my money, but a part of me is really scared that I did because I swatched it already, and I'm just like, oh, I might have wasted my money, but we're still going to give it a chance. So let's talk about some brands foolishness. If you guys have not seen, there is a lot of drama going on right now over in the TikTok community, beauty community, with Michaela Nogueira and this tanner company. So there's this guy named like Matthew something who created this like tanner system where like self-tanning system where you can, I'm going to go into like this shade right here, where you can customize your exact tanner. You base it off your skin tone, your hair color, and your eye color. And he has like 150 different choices to choose through to really make it really customizable, which is actually a really unique concept. Really, really unique concept. Now, there's a lot of videos I'm sure out there that do deep dives. He did a deep dive. Michaela did a response. So I'm going to kind of sum it up for you guys as best as I can. Essentially, he sent her a PR package, or she bought something from, not really gathering which one it was, but he reached out to her to tell her about this product that he has, like this small business, and talk about his tanner. 4 days after contacting her, she did a video with his competing company. Now, this competing company has come in and stolen his idea. Essentially, it's a really big company. It's Bondi Sands. Bondi Sands has come in, seen what he has done, and literally wanted to create something like that of their own and pretty much stole his idea. Now, this is a really small business and a big brand is coming in and shitting on him. I get his frustration. I'd be like just as frustrated as well because like this is my original idea and of course a bigger brand is going to come and steal it. So he had seen smaller creators reviewing his products and he watched how this big competing brand would come into those creators who reviewed his products and then pay them to review their products instead. So he reached out to Michaela to tell her about his brand essentially. 4 days after reaching out to her, she did a promotion on her TikTok, reviewing the Bondi Sands tanning lotion, tanning spray, whatever it is. And he got really upset. He kind of called her out on that because he's like, I reached out to you, you ignored me, and then you go and review one of my competing brands. And she had reached out to him and she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. I didn't see this. I actually do think I have your stuff. I'm so sorry. I'll make a video for you. And this was back in October. Well, 4 months go by and she has never made any sort of content for him. Never made any sort of contact. He reached out to her several more times. She said, oh my gosh, yes, I'm going to make it. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Well, tomorrow never came. And then on New Year's Eve, she said, I absolutely love your stuff. It's fantastic. And she's like, I'm going to post a video tomorrow. Legit going to post a video tomorrow. Now, because he got really excited that she said that she was finally going to post a video tomorrow, he went and took out a $10,000 loan through Shopify because he has seen it where Michaela has had the ability to sell out a small has the ability to sell out a product. Now, she has made videos in the past talking about why she really doesn't advertise a lot of indie brands anymore is because she has sold out their products and they can't keep up with the volume, and it either takes months and months for them to ship out the product or they just end up just folding in and not being able to take care of the orders at all. And it just kind of is like a reflection on her. People get upset with her. So she doesn't want to do it to an indie brand. She doesn't want to overwhelm them. So because of that, this owner knew that is how she felt. So he went upon himself and took out a $10,000 Shopify loan to prepare for Michaela's review. Well, the next day came and went, and she never did a review. Nothing. So he got really pissed, and he went to TikTok and told his story. And he brought all these receipts where it shows that he was, in contact with her and that they were talking, and she kept promising she would do a review for him. And then months went by and that he never did, and she never did. And he was just kind of like, you're a liar.
Michaela's lies have cost me $10,000. Yes, I am $10,000 in debt because of her lies.
Shady and a liar because she promised that she'd do a review and then nothing ever happened. And now he's $10,000 in debt because she never reviewed his products. Now, she did a response video immediately following him releasing this video. She apologized and said that, she should have never agreed to do a video if she didn't have the time to do it. She said she simply just didn't have the time to do it. That is why she's fallen so far behind. This is messy. We're going to clean it up. I'm going to go into this shade right here, by the way. She said that she apologizes, that she should never have agreed to do that, and she feels really bad, but that he should never rely on the success of his business on her.
So I know that like 4 months has gone by since I said I would do the review, but I just don't tan a lot, and I don't make tanning videos a lot. He cannot rely on me for the success of his brand. He just can't. I don't know what to do in this situation, but I am sorry.
Like, he should not rely on the success of his business on her. And that really kind of like struck a chord because I was like, she's right. Like, she's 1,000% right. Now, what really kind of floored me is that the comment section was just so unbelievably quick to just cut Michaela down, call her the worst names, just was so quick to just want to see her canceled and see her destroyed because this man spent $10,000 on his business because he had high hopes that Michaela would review his product, or said that she would review his product. Now, I was flabbergasted by this. Like, I was literally like flabbergasted by this situation because this is wild. And I have worked with brands. I have worked with brands in the past on a gifted campaign, and I've worked with brands in the past on a paid campaign. So I kind of know what goes into these negotiations, these exchanges. Now, I'm going to start off by saying that there was never a contract in place. Michaela never signed a contract agreeing to do a review in exchange for anything. Money, product, nothing. There was no contract put in place at all. Secondly, she was just doing him a favor to be nice, to help out a small business by promoting his brand. She didn't owe him a damn thing. Like, she did not owe him a damn thing. And thirdly, when she said that this man should not be relying on her for the success of his business, she pretty much said, you are using me. Essentially, that's exactly what he was doing. He was hoping that by using Michaela's name and likeliness, he'd be able to sell out his brand, sell out his products simply by using her. He wanted her to do free work in exchange for his business being successful. And to me, that's just absolutely wild. It's absurd. Like, I get that she was, she should have never guaranteed or promised she'd do a review. That was her mistake, and she's completely owned up to that. And I'm not saying she's perfect. She has had her mess up. She has lied. She has definitely messed up being an influencer here over on TikTok. She's messed up. She's not innocent in a lot of things. However, in this one situation, I'm 1,000% on her side because she literally does not own this man. She does not owe him anything. She was doing a kindness out of her heart to review a product for free when I'm sure she typically does charge to do these type of reviews. I'm sure she has a rate that I'm sure makes her a shit ton of money. But she was being nice to help out a small business, and he was just simply taking advantage of her. And now he's making all these videos because he's gaining clout. He's gaining exposure. People are buying from his business all because he's slandering Michaela and trying to bring her down. And it's just absolutely wild to me because at the end of the day, there was literally no contract put in place. She was literally just going to be nice to review it for free for him. And when she does not have to do that, because she, I'm sure, has the right to charge thousands of dollars for a product review. Like, I'm sure she could charge a lot. Not to mention, since she did do a paid promotion with Bondi Sands, she did a review for them. It could have been like a contract thing that she had too, where she legally could not post about another competitor brand for an extended period of time. They have those in places. Like, I was going to do one for FabFitFun. In my contract, I was not allowed to talk about another subscription brand. I was not allowed to talk about another subscription brand for 8 weeks. So 4 weeks prior to the FabFitFun review and 4 weeks after the FabFitFun review, I was not allowed to talk about any other makeup subscription service at all because it was in the contract. Now, I didn't talk about that in my last video when I talked about affiliate sponsorships just because, well, I guess I didn't even think about it. But like it brought up, I saw a good point brought up to me that like, yeah, that could have been a clause that she had for the reason why she did not do a review for this brand. But it's just wild that there are these brands out there. And it's not just this guy in particular. I see it all the time where all these brands are consistently in DMs and they just demand that you do work for them for free. They consistently go, well, we'll send you this product in exchange for a review. We'll send you this. And it's just, they want so much free stuff out of a content creator. They want free work to promote their products so that they can get paid. And it's just wild to see it happen to someone as big as Michaela, because she, like I said, I'm sure has an astronomical astronomical rate for her videos. I'm sure she could charge thousands, probably like 5 digits she could charge for her videos. And it's just crazy to see how many people were just so quick to jump the gun and just wanted to sit here and cancel her because she was going to do a review for free for this brand to make thousands and thousands of dollars. Not to mention, he should have never put he should have never took out a $10,000 loan in hopes that Michaela would sell his stuff out. Like, that is just bad business practice in my personal opinion. Like, I think it's a really bad business practice that he did to rely on the success of her to sell his products. Like, I don't think he should have ever done that. And like, now whenever I see him on TikTok, he has popped on my For You page. I've been seeing this drama. He's legit just milking the shit out of this and riding the clout that he has for like trying to shit on her. And it's just, wow. I'm just very underwhelmed by this. I think this was definitely a waste of money. So if you guys have seen the drama on that, let me know your thoughts down below, because as a content creator, I kind of stand with Michaela because I think that, like, yes, she should have never just said, yes, I'll do it. But secondly, this man is just trying to use her to get clout and fame and to get his business sold. He should never rely on his business practices on her. And it's wild to see how many people are just so quick to be like, you owe him a review. She doesn't owe him shit. She does not owe him anything. There is no contract in place. And I don't really consider text and verbal a binding contract. Some people say that it is, but I think it depends on the state that you're in. I don't know. It's wild over on TikTok right now. It is just, y'all got to check it out. Okay, so on the other eyes down, we're going to move on to face. So for a primer, I have the Liquid Poreless Putty Primer from e.l.f. You guys did request I do a full face of e.l.f. Cosmetics. That is happening. I already have all the products, so you guys are going to see that very soon. But we're going to go into this product right here. So anyway, I wanted to start off by the video I talked about the Michaela situation, because normally I keep my 2 cents to myself. But since I do, you know, have a working relationship with some brands, I know what it's like to do a gifted campaign in exchange for a review or an inclusion. And I also know what it's like to do a paid campaign. And she didn't have either. She just simply said she was going to review his stuff to help out a small business. And the way that he's attacking her is just wild. But to see the comment section, man, they are so quick to see her fall. And like I said, I know that she's not innocent. I know that she's guilty of having her own mess ups, but I don't think people realize that, like, she was doing him simply a favor. She made such a valid point. She said he should not rely on her review for the success of his business. He should have never taken out that loan. That was a mistake on his part. Such a huge mistake on his part. I do not find her at fault for that at all. And I don't blame her from this point on if she never wants to do a review ever for him. I don't blame her. I don't know, I'll have to keep playing with that. I don't know how I feel about this yet, but we're going to go in for foundation. Now, I've already reviewed this foundation for you guys before, but we're going to keep trying it out. It is the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Skin Perfector Essence. I really, really do like CoverGirl products, except for their complexion products, not really my favorite. This is okay. It's not the most amazing product in the world, but I do like it. It just doesn't have as long a longevity as I would hope. But we're going to take this, I'm actually going to mix this on my hand because it's like really, really watery like. So we're just going to mix this on my hand. I mixed it on my hand first, and now we're going to go into the face to try to do like more of a, like an even complexion. Such a weird product. Speaking of complexions, I don't know if you guys have seen, but for some reason right now, the Laura Mercier Real Weightless, like flawless foundation that I did a review on early last year is somehow going viral all over TikTok right now. Everybody's buying it, and I'm over here going, I hated that product. I hated that foundation. I still stand by my review too, but it's literally going viral all over TikTok right now. I don't love this product, but like I don't hate it either, because like when it dries down, it does dry down to be like a skin-like texture, but like it's just not my favorite. It's just, I don't know. It's just not my favorite. It's so weird. It's such a weird product. I did make a post the other day about ColourPop coming to Ulta. Like, I saw that it had gone live, so I made a post about it. But I actually went to go look at the page. All the products were completely sold out. Apparently, what had happened is that they had said that they were going to go live at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. And they ended up going live at 12 a.m. Central Standard Time. So it completely sold out. A lot of people were not able to get their hands on it. And now ColourPop has announced that they are bringing this collection back, that they are going to do a restock of the Twilight collection, which I was still like, I was shocked about, because I was like, oh my gosh, like, they never really do like restocks of collections that sell out. They go, oh well, so sad. And legit, they are restocking that collection. So if you guys did miss your chance to get the Twilight, I don't know when it's happening, but they did announce on their page that they are doing a restock. I had to do 2 different foundations because I could not find the shade Light Medium. It had been sold out because of TikTok. And do you know, these were $21 a piece. That is expensive for a drugstore foundation. So I spent $40 to buy these 2 freaking CoverGirl foundations. And the crazy part is, I'm not even in love with it. I'm not even in love with this foundation. I can never get to like stay in the nose, so like, I don't know. It's definitely not bad, but like, it's not my favorite either. This is supposed to be, I guess, like a skin tint. It's supposed to give like a real life, like skin looking skin. And I don't know. I'm just never want to stay on my nose, my face. It's weird. It's like one of these things that like, I just can't stop using, but like I don't really like at the same time. It's really weird. Really weird. Okay. Now I realized that I never bought a new drugstore concealer, so we're just going to go in with my e.l.f. This is the hydrating concealer. I completely dropped the ball and I did not get a concealer, and I realized I did not get a setting powder either. So we're just going to quickly ignore that, and we're just going to go in with drugstore products for the most part. So next we're gonna go into the Milani. This is their brand new cream contour. This is the shade called Hey Honey. I'm so excited to try this out. I hope I got the right shade. I think I did. I hope I did. I haven't seen anyone talk about this. Oh, she is creamy. I may have picked the wrong foundation to try this with, but you know what? We're just gonna make this work. We're going to make this work. I really do enjoy trying out new drugstore products. I definitely feel like this is the year of the drugstore. Truly, I do. I love drugstore makeup products, and I don't know, if I were to ever be on PR lists, I think that's the PR list that I'd want to be on, would be like drugstore brands, because I really have found myself gravitating to them a lot. They're just so much fun. They're so pretty, and they just like make really good products. Yeah, guys, so what are your thoughts on the Michaela situation? Do you think she's in the wrong, or do you think the brand owner is in the wrong? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments below. I'm just so curious to hear you guys' thoughts. To me, I don't know. I guess since I've worked with brands and I kind of know what goes into it, I'm on her side on this situation, just because I thought it was so crazy with how this owner has responded. And he's living for it. He's absolutely living for it, because he's making so many sales because of the fact that he is bashing on a content creator who is going to do work for him for free. And it's crazy, guys. And was crazy too. And not to mention, like, Giselle, she actually did a whole like Instagram story talking about why she doesn't pay creators for content, because her content speaks all on its own. Instead, she builds bonds with content creators, and they'll want to just do videos for her because they genuinely love her and her products. And I can speak, you know, on behalf of working with Giselle. She's absolutely incredible. She's so sweet. I love Glamlight so much. I believe in their products so much. So it's why like I will always do reviews for them, because I genuinely really do love the brand and I love their products. So when Giselle said that, I'm like, yeah, I can definitely see why she never has to pay for a sponsorship or anything, because she doesn't need to. Her brand speaks for themselves. Okay, so for blush, I actually did try a different blush before from e.l.f. But I do have their new liquid camo blush. I have the shade called Dusty Rose. The other shade I have is more of a peachy shade. This one's more of like a pinky shade. And I can safely say I really do like their blush products. They're super nice, very easy to work with, very blendable, and has just enough pigment where it doesn't like overwhelm you, because I get pretty overwhelmed rather quickly when it comes to blushes, because like a little bit can go a long way, and you can really mess up a blush look real quick. I've learned the hard way. I've gone in really heavy-handed and didn't realize that when it comes to like liquid blushes, you really got to like build them up to your desired coverage. But I've gone in pretty heavy-handed before, and I was like, ooh, no, this is not that easy to blend out, and this is super pigmented. You know, I also saw, you know how I've been talking to you guys about like the Sephora thing now for a couple weeks? Y'all, I've been seeing everybody talk about the Sephora thing now. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's doing videos on it, and apparently the brand Drunk Elephant is like living for it. They love the fact that they know that their skincare products are not meant for 10-year-old skin. They are absolutely love the marketing that they're getting, and apparently there's this new thing going around that the 10-year-olds are doing. I'm just going to quickly set my face. I don't have a new setting powder, so I'm just going to quickly set my face. But apparently these 10-year-olds are now doing something different. Instead of just going in and like being wild over like Drunk Elephant, The Ordinary, Rare Beauty, they're going in and they're creating these smoothie concoctions. I'll put like a little video up right here. They're creating these little smoothie concoctions that they are mixing into the testers to create some sort of like new skincare product. And they're doing it to these testers. They're absolutely destroying the shelves, destroying the products, mixing different brands into the Drunk Elephant products to create this smoothie skincare thing that they're using. And it's just so crazy to see. Apparently there's this massive petition going around to stop younger aged people from going into Sephora. Like, you have to be accompanied by an adult to go in there. And I've recently been talking to you guys about this in videos, and I've had I've had you guys in my comment section as parents tell me why not you guys let your kids use makeup or skincare. And I love that we've been having like an open conversation about it. I think it's absolutely fantastic because there's no judgment on my end, and I know there's like none on your guys' end either. But like I said, it's just been a while because I've been telling you guys all about it, and now so many people are making all these videos about these 10-year-olds that are going crazy inside Sephora and absolutely destroying the testers, destroying the products. And there's this new thing that's going around that I'm seeing everybody talk about, that these 10-year-olds are also taking the products that they want to buy. They take the product, instead of going to the tester, they grab a box from behind the tester, where you could buy the new product. They open it up and then they try it right then and there. And if they don't like it, they put it back in the box and they put it back on the shelf. It's so gross. It's so gross because I am the type of person, okay, when I go book shopping, I will find a book that I want to buy. I don't grab the first copy that I see. I go to the back. I find the last book and I pull it out, I check it, I inspect it before I actually purchase it. And I do the same thing with makeup. I don't just buy the first makeup product on the shelf. I do kind of go towards the back to find the best one, go towards the back. So knowing that this is what's happening, I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, am I buying a product that 10-year-olds have opened and or tried, or not just 10-year-olds, just people have opened in general, tried and then shoved back in their box, and then that just be it? Are you serious? That to me is just so gross. It makes me so just grossed out, and it just really kind of confirms that I feel like I should just start doing my makeup shopping strictly online and not in person, which really sucks. I love going to Sephora in person. I love shopping the makeup store, but at the same time I'm kind of I don't know if it's sanitary anymore to be buying makeup in person. It's crazy. Speaking of crazy, I don't know if you guys have seen, but Jaclyn Cosmetics officially announced that they were closing, right? Which I called it. I said they were going to be doing that. Tiniest bit of the NYX Sweet Cheeks matte. Very, very little. But Jaclyn Cosmetics recently announced that they were closing, and I think they officially close on at the end of the month, that they are officially closing their doors. Well, apparently, I told you guys that they were 50% off for quite some time. People have been buying their products since the end of November, December, when everything was 50% off. And a lot of people are not getting their orders. A lot of people are not getting their orders. And not only they're not getting their orders, some of them are getting just partial refunds, and they're not even being told what they're being refunded for. Nothing shipping out. People are getting partial refunds. So they're contacting customer service. Now, they're contacting customer service, but apparently the Jaclyn Cosmetics line they're contacting is shut down. It is no longer active. And they pretty much tell you to reach out to info@jaclyncosmetics.com, but that email address is no longer working either. So everybody's kind of wondering what is happening, because the fact that Jaclyn Cosmetics, yes, they're closing down, but someone's supposed to still be running their customer service until the doors are officially closed so they can, handle the returns, handle what's going on. Nothing. It's dead silent. So someone's supposed to still be answering the emails up until the end, and it's completely shut. So I don't know what's happening over there. I don't really want to say it's Jaclyn's fault, because at the end of the day, she doesn't own Jaclyn Cosmetics. She never has. She's just the name of the brand. She licensed her name out. So I don't think she has really any say as to what's happening. But it's really, I think, a huge reflection on former brands. And I saw Jen Love do a video and she even talked about this. And she even talked about how she thinks Morphe is going to go under in the next 2 months. Like, she thinks former brands as a whole is going to completely go under, because they would never just shut down customer service without like fulfilling all the orders and everything. And I mean, if I were these people and I ordered something and my order never came and I couldn't get in contact with customer service, I'd be pissed. I'd be so pissed. Unfortunately, I feel like Jaclyn's going to be the one that gets the backlash of it, because it's her name on the brand. I'm going to go into the Makeup Revolution, or the Revolution Beauty. This is the Beam Bright Touch Silky Highlighter right here. Look at me buying something from Makeup Revolution. You guys know that I'm not a big fan of this brand, but I did see this. I thought it was really pretty. I told you guys in my new makeup releases that I want to try this, so I picked it up. Let's see if it's actually any good. It says it's supposed to be silky. This does not feel silky, but it does look like this. Okay, not too bad. I have the shade called Diamond Glow. But I would not be surprised to see Morphe end up shutting down, former brand shutting down. But I do kind of feel bad for those who did purchase anything from Jaclyn Cosmetics. And I feel like I'm kind of responsible for it a little bit, because I was also letting everybody know, like, hey, there's a massive sale. Everything's 50% off. And then if people are not getting their stuff, I feel bad about it. I personally did not buy anything. I was going to buy the Bourbon Liquid Lip. I was going to buy the Bourbon Lip Liner. But by the time I went to go pick it up, it had completely sold out. Completely sold out. But some of you guys have been so sweet in letting me know that I can go over to TJ Maxx and find quite a few of Jaclyn Cosmetic products there. So I'll see if I can find Bourbon there. But like, legit, I do feel like slightly responsible, because I'm the one that was like, kept telling you guys, hey, there's a massive sale. Go get stuff while you can, not knowing that like they don't even have a customer service anymore. So if you're not getting your products, I guess one thing you could do is dispute the bank. Wild. It's wild. These brands are wild right now. She really glowy, very pretty, very, very, very pretty. Definitely gives you a nice like wet glow. When the light hits it, just looks nice and wet and shiny. It's actually really nice. It's actually really nice. I'm just gonna quickly set my brows with the Benefit. This is the 24-hour brow gel setter. I'm just gonna take this and quickly set my brows. I think for the eyes, I don't think I'm really going to do anything else to finish off the eyes, so put on some mascara. I don't even know if I'm going to lightly do the under eye. So to finish off the eyes, we're going to go back in this palette one more time. And I'm actually just going to go into this shade right here. And we're going to use this just to buff out underneath. I'm going to do like a very, very light makeup look, because I do have a mascara that I want to try out today. I love trying out Drugstore mascaras. I actually think Drugstore mascaras are where it's at. I've been always telling you guys, like, one of my favorite mascaras is like the Essence, the Ofra, the ColourPop. Like, I really love their Drugstore mascaras. They're so good. So for mascara, I have the brand new, this is the L'Oreal. This is the Voluminous Panorama. This is up to 1.4x bigger eye look. Corner to corner panoramic volume, multi-level bristles. This is brand new. We're gonna have to try this out. I love trying out new Drugstore mascaras. It's my favorite. I do the shade called Blackest Black. All right, so this is how the wand looks. Now let's go ahead and try this out. Wow, that is actually really nice. It definitely separates the lashes, lifts them. And I like that there's different bristle sizes as well. They're not spiky, they're soft on the lash, so it doesn't like feel like you're stabbing your eye. That's actually really nice. I like this. Dang, do you guys see that? Like, that's one coat. What? I like this. Oh my gosh. Okay. So so I like this. This is not spreading onto the lid. It literally has like different sizes. So it goes from smaller to big. The bigger part like really just kind of grips and lifts the lashes. It separates them. It coats them. This is actually really nice. I'm gonna have to try this without any eyeshadow on and really just try it with just my lashes so you guys can see. But based on first impressions, I really do like this. I should have gotten the waterproof version because I should check that waterproof version, because waterproof really helps to lift and hold. Whereas when it's not waterproof, it doesn't hold as long. But I will say this is nice. That is incredibly nice. Okay, I'm just going to quickly... should I do eyeliner? Let me throw on some highlight at least. So for lip liner, you guys know that I am on the quest to find a replacement of the Bourbon lip liner. That is my absolute favorite lip liner. So I'm going to be trying out all sorts of drugstore and high-end lip liners to see if I can find a replacement. The closest thing I'll be able to find to it is actually the Glam Light. This is the Cookies and Cream lip liner. This is the closest I've been able to find to that shade. I absolutely love this lip liner. However, it's not sold by itself and it's sold out currently because it's a huge lip kit, but I don't want to buy a lip kit just to try the liner. So in front of me, I have the NYX Cosmetics. This is the Line Loud Liquid Lips. This is the Line Loud lip liner, and I have this shade called Ambition Statement. So we're going to see if this works. I like the way it swatches, but it's definitely not a direct color, but we're gonna still try this out nonetheless. So let me line my lips. Okay, that is like really, really, really creamy. That's nice. Not really the biggest fan of the color. I do like how creamy and glidey this is. Okay, so for lips, I could go in with the Maybelline. This is the Plump, and this is the Plumping Chili Pepper, like, lip products, but I did recently just try this out for you. I did also pick up the brand new NYX. This is the Duck Plump. This is extreme sensitive, so I feel like this is a high, so I feel like I should try this because it says that this is a high pigmented plumping gloss. I feel like I should try this. I do have two shades. I have a red one and then I also have a brown one. This one's called Brown of Applause. So I think we're going to try this one instead since I've already tried the Maybelline one. Let's try this one to see how I like it. See what type of plumpingness it is. That's a pretty good shade match. That's a gloss. Wow, that is really creamy. It's really thick too. All right, guys, and this is the final look. All right, guys, so we're just going to quickly go over everything. So starting off, we do have the e.l.f. This is the Liquid Putty Primer. I don't really have anything to say about it. It doesn't really stand out to me, but it also doesn't like make me feel like, oh, I don't like it either. I'm gonna have to keep playing with this. I do like the putty lick. I did like the original putty primer. It was never my favorite, but we'll have to keep trying this out to really kind of gauge how I feel about this. The CoverGirl Simply Essence Foundation. I don't like it at first. It's like a skin tint. It's supposed to be like a skin tint. It's not meant to be full coverage. But then like as my makeup starts to wear down, as my makeup starts to settle down into the face and kind of sits here for like an hour or so, then I like how it looks. Then it like turns into a nice foundation. It's weird. I have such a love-hate relationship with this. I don't like it, but like I do at the same time. I don't understand because like right now, I think it looks nice on the face. I think right now it does look nice. Granted, there are some trouble areas like my nose and a little bit under my eye, but generally it does lay down really, really, really nicely once it settles. I feel like once it settles, it's pretty, but at first I do not like this. Putting it on, I'm just like, this is so messy. It doesn't want to blend. It's not really making it into a foundation, but then it just looks nice. And maybe it's just because I said it was setting powder. I don't know. So this is like a love-hate relationship that I have with this product. I don't want to keep using it because I'm not the biggest fan, but at the same time, I want to keep using it because I like how it looks. It's the weirdest thing, weirdest love-hate relationship I've ever had with the foundation. I'm not going to talk about the concealer because we've already, it's not a new concealer, nor am I going to talk about the setting powder. But I do want to talk about the bronzer. The bronzer is really, really pretty. It's like no scent to it. It blends out really, really nicely. It kind of reminds me of like the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer and a little bit of the NARS like Laguna Bronzer with how soft it is to blend. It definitely does lay down a really beautiful pigment. Super easy to work with. I really do enjoy this. I'm going to keep playing with this. I really think this is a beautiful product. I love how easy it was to blend onto the face. Really, really nice like this one. I already reviewed the e.l.f. previously in other videos, and I really do like their liquid blushes. They're so easy to work with, Now, I do have shades that are pretty light in pigment because I like to be very light-handed when it comes to blush because I feel like a little bit does go a long way. So I do think this is really pretty. I did kind of stamp it in a little bit with the NYX Sweet Cheeks, but I think these two are just a beautiful combination overall. Really do enjoy that. Now, what actually kind of took me by surprise is the Revolution highlighter. This is a really, really, really gorgeous highlighter. It just looks like really wet and shiny on the face, which I really do enjoy. When the light hits it, I think it's absolutely gorgeous, really pretty. Definitely kind of reminds me of like the Fenty Balm just a little bit of like the cookie highlighter from Benefit. Really, really pretty. I'm definitely gonna keep playing around with this. Now, when it comes to the Natasha Denona palette, this is definitely a miss for me. I really do think I kind of wasted my money getting this. Not because it's not good. The formula is nice. Natasha Denona has amazing quality, but I just don't like my eye look. I just don't like this eye look. It's just kind of bland, kind of boring. I feel like I can only do so much with this. And I just feel like, I don't know, it doesn't stand out to me. I don't like the eye look at all. I found other palettes to be a little bit more appealing when it comes like neutral looks, and this just isn't one of them. I'm not a fan. I definitely wasted my money on this one. So if you have the Natasha Denona My Dream palette, you really don't need to get this. I got it because, well, everybody else did, and I had FOMO, so I picked it up too, and well, that was just a waste. Now we do have the L'Oreal. This is their Panoramic Mascara. This is actually quite nice. This definitely lifts the lashes and separates them. But I think what really kind of stands out to me was how soft it was in the lashes. Like, it wasn't like hard at all. It didn't poke. It didn't hurt. I definitely want to play with this outside of putting eyeshadow on, because I love seeing mascara perform when there's no eyeshadow there to kind of distract it. I like seeing it perform by itself. This was really easy to work with. It didn't spread on the lid at all. Very soft, very soft, really nice formula, nice bristles, and I just like how my eyes look. Nice and lifted. They look separated. If I can get this in a if I can get this in a waterproof version, I absolutely will, because I do prefer waterproof mascara, because I have long lashes, but I also have heavy lashes. So even if I do curl them, they do kind of like go straight over time. But if I use a waterproof mascara, it actually holds the shape, and then I go in with other ones. So I'm going to try to find this in waterproof, but so far I really do like this. Now, when it comes to the NYX lip liner, this is super creamy. This is super creamy. It glides on very beautifully. It's definitely not my favorite color. I'll have to keep playing around with colors from them, but this can definitely be a contender to replace the Jaclyn Cosmetics Bourbon Lip Liner for how creamy and smooth this was. Plus, it's like really affordable. So I was actually really surprised with this one. And then lastly, we do have the NYX Duck Plump right here. Now, like I said, I reviewed these last week, and I can definitely feel it sitting on my lips right now. It definitely has a, not a stinging sensation. It just burns. It feels like I ate something super spicy, and I just have it sitting on my lips. I think out of the two, I want to say that possibly the duck one burns just a little bit more. I'm not the biggest fan of like a burning, stinging sensation. I know a lot of people out there love that feeling. I'm personally not one of them. I'm kind of like, ugh, I don't really care for it. I will say I feel like this one has a little bit more of a heat sensation, but I'm going to have to kind of compare them side by side to see which one does. I will say though, between the two, this one's very light in coverage. This one's very thin. It has a very thin formula. It's very soft. It has a nice high shine, but it doesn't have like a thickness to it. It smells amazing. It doesn't like have a tackiness, but it's just very thin formula. Whereas this one is super thick. Like, this was a very thick formula, something I was not expecting. So when I put this on, I did not think it was going to be as full coverage as it was. That really kind of took me by surprise, but it was also very thick. And I feel like with this type of formula, that if I eat something, drink something, it's definitely going to come off, and I feel like it could definitely have the potential of spreading onto the face, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I like when I have more of a gloss that is a little bit thinner formula where it doesn't move and budge as much, because there isn't as much of it. So this one right here, definitely I feel like it's a good looking gloss, but I feel like it's going to definitely spread over time, or it's going to shift, or if I eat, it's going to go down my lips. I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen with this. But overall, I waited a while to try these products, and I will say this was definitely worth the wait. Normally whenever I do these style videos, we have a lot of misses, but today we only had like 2. And that's actually not bad. Not bad at all. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are on these products below. And sorry I kind of ranted and rambled to you guys. I'm just kind of like just blown away by what I'm seeing on TikTok right now. It's like the beauty community all over again, like the drama, but now over on TikTok. And it's freaking crazy. But these brands nowadays, all they want to do is they just want to make a quick buck off an influencer or content creator. They don't want to pay them for their work. They just want to use their name and likeness just to make a quick buck for their business. And it's kind of sad to see, actually, because at the end of the day, everybody's still human and deserves to be treated with respect. And it's wild over there, guys. So with that said, guys, that is it for today's video. I'll make sure I have everything listed on my face down below. But that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 4 to 5 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, R for the Life, where you guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful paid members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers, subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in my very next video.